Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
It is what it is. Look at this shit, man. That shit poor. They gonna be thirsty as hell.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House. Comedy Trap House.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
Yeah.
I got Emmanuel.
It's another day, another dollar.
Every time I do yo, I want to say welcome to another Trap House.
Sounds like how ants say yo.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately we got to start this off with, terrible topic, but it's it has to be said. Of course, most of the world, or everybody knows by now that Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, along with 9 others, I believe, total, lost their lives in a helicopter incident that took place on Sunday. And it's a tough thing. It's one of those things where it's like, man, you just, of course things like this happen all the time. And, not things like, but people that do die and they pass away. But I guess, certain people, of course, that of a certain stature, sometimes it hits a little harder, or somebody that you've grown up, looked up to growing up. And
this is my first time feeling that, though.
I did feel it.
Not that I haven't felt that before. Let me say this. I feel like as I got older, I started realizing, because when I was a kid, I didn't get it. I didn't get why people cried over celebrities, or like why I didn't understand, like when they pass, even like what this person had no effect on your life, or so you thought.
Yeah.
And then you grow up and you realize, like, I remember the first person that really hit me hard, he knows what I'm gonna say, is when I got to college and Sean Taylor died from the Skins. And I remember being like, what the fuck? Like, this is hitting me hard. Like
I never met him, or
I never met. Actually, I seen him in person, but I didn't meet him. But that hit, and then even more recently with Nipsey Hussle, you feel the relatability, especially with music. And
we were in L.A. too,
and we're in L.A. But even before that, you know what I'm saying? Like Nipsey, just something about him. He has a light about him. Some people just have that light about him, right? And then Kobe Bryant, I think the latest thing I feel I take away from it is that. And this is kind of the scary and sad thing at the same time. No matter how positive you are, no matter how peace you are, no matter how, motivated you are, when it's your time to go, it's just your time to go. There's nothing that could control that. There's some things can stop it from happening quicker than others, right? But when a freak accident just happens like that on a helicopter, now I'm scared to go on a helicopter. No bullshit. I don't know about y'all, but I feel weird. Like, if that happened to Kobe, I know I'm not paying as much as he is.
Yeah, no, like that.
Are they checking all the private security for me? Real. Like, I don't know what happened.
I had me think about that yesterday. I was like, because not too long ago, I was like, because I was watching somebody's story and they were on a nice helicopter ride over the city, and I was like, oh, this is dope. And after yesterday, I was like, I don't like to be shook like that, but I was like, it's a little, nerve-wracking. Of course, it could. We don't know. It could have been anything. We don't know.
If you were any bit of a fan of Kobe or basketball, watched anybody, knew anything about Kobe Bryant, from now on, when you hop on a helicopter, if you get the chance to hop on a helicopter, I feel like those people are going to think of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
you're gonna think about that particular situation. Damn, he died.
Helicopter rides are down for a little while. For a couple of weeks.
Is it really?
No, I'm just saying.
I bet you it is, though.
Yeah, I'm just
saying.
I
bet you it is. Like,
at that point, it's gonna be a little.
A lot of people already are afraid to take smaller flights and things like that, like smaller, the modes of transportation, because recently things have been happening. But it goes back to one of those things where it's like, this life, man, if we can't even really live like that, because we won't live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We won't live. We won't do nothing, and that's the tough part about it. And I think I think it's also one of those things where it's like, me and Cam literally just had boss talk last week about living life to the full. Why we literally that was the episode that came out last week, and then this happened. And it just puts it all right back into perspective. Like, it just puts everything right back into perspective. And then knowing that, things happen in the world, diseases and, all type of stuff happen. But it's like, I still got to go live. I got to go live. I got to go be great. I got to go make an impact. But because of Kobe's impact, look at how it affected the world, and it's like you want to have that impact. Not to say you want to have an impact so everybody can praise you, but you just want to have an impact so people just remember that
lived his life to the fullest.
You live his life to the fullest.
It wasn't in vain. Yeah. None of that. But I feel for the families, like especially the wife lost her love of her life. Yeah. She was with her since she was 17, and you lost your daughter.
Yeah.
Like that's
very tough.
I can't even imagine. Like, I feel like her having the other kids is the one thing that would get her through because she knows she got to be there for them. But it's like,
imagine how the other kids.
I mean, of course,
at least the two that are old enough to remember their sister. Like, how hard is that going to hit them growing up? And their father,
even the other family. It was another family on that flight. It was a baseball coach, and he was on there with his wife and his daughter, and I think they had 2 other kids. So I can't imagine what those 2 kids are going through. They just lost their whole family.
All the families are suffering.
And I kind of thought about too, like being those other families. Sometimes you could get overshadowed by the celebrity who died. Over but there could be a case that those people wanted their privacy. Too,
of course,
whatever. But we should remember, like you said, there were 9 other people on board too. But
the tough thing, they said they found out through the media. Because the media reported before the family got alerted. So imagine finding out about your dad or your husband through the media. That's even tough. Because I was like, is that real? Is that?
Yeah, you trying to figure out what's going on, and
But then you got to think about city of L.A. They lost 3 people. They lost John Singleton. They lost Nipsey, and they lost Kobe. Like all those people that grow up here and idolize all those people, and all those 3 that affected all them is just
But I think the one thing we gotta take from Kobe is like at the same time, it is a life loss, but he left so much, especially when it came. Like I just was watching his interview a couple weeks back, and I was like, his mentality was just different, about the game that he played and just how he looked at life and his hustle and everything like that. So if anything, I think we take that from him and and strive to add on to it and just know that he was a hard work. Like hard work was his thing. Like
Mamba mentality.
Everybody that came across Kobe, from Jordan to LeBron, everybody was like, when it come to like hard work and his mentality, like it's unmatched really. So it's that's one thing that I think he left the world to and left it. If you're not doing what you love, then what are you doing? Like I just seen an interview from him yesterday that somebody posted, was like he just did what he loved, and he did it to the best of his ability. So I think that's the one thing that we can.
And when he said he did it, I mean he worked hard. He worked hard for it. When he knew his mission, he knew the goal was like his whole thing about the Mamba mentality was like, don't stop work. Work to get to where you want. Put in that hard dedication, that single mind focus. So he left. People going to find out more now, read more about him, and there's like as unfortunate as it is, there are some benefits that will come for whatever kids start learning about Kobe.
That funeral is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because I went to the Nipsey funeral at Staples Center.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like they gotta have it at Staples Center, unless it's just the family wanted somewhere else. Yeah. But he built that house, so it's like it just gotta be there. It's gonna be crazy.
Let me ask you: do you think this is cool or fucked up? But so the Lakers play on Tuesday at Staples Arena. The starting prices for tickets now are $1,000. That's at the top nosebleed sections, and and if you try to get a decent seat, maybe $3,000 or so. Well, do you think it's right to take advantage of, or do you feel that they're taking advantage of Kobe's death by jacking up prices?
But it's probably resale. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them are probably going to
bought it already. People buy these season tickets and they bumping it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily the Lakers.
That's the first thing I said.
Secondary market you gotta be mad at if you're mad at that.
I can't confirm or deny if it's resale or not.
Yeah, but, we don't know. I mean,
but let's assume it was the Lakers, team.
The team.
How would you feel about it?
Then it's whack because you don't need the money.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need money, and you're gonna make that money anyway. They're gonna be in there. Like people gonna come regardless.
But it's always gonna be like when I went to the Nipsey thing. It was all kind of people selling shirts out there. Rest in peace. It's always gonna be people that want to profit off death. It's just what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. But so we just wanted to touch on that. Also, the Grammys happened last night at the same, in the Staples Center, and it was the first time I actually. So I semi-watched it. Like I had it on a little small stream while I was doing other stuff. Alicia Keys just looks good.
So goddamn
all
good.
The time.
She so goddamn good. And she looks so good.
Yeah, she look good. She just looks good, man.
But god damn it, she can't host a goddamn award show, man.
Really? I heard everyone saying she did good.
She did good last night. She did good last night. The last night she did she had a little bit of wit to her, and to have to host it after that happened yesterday, I feel like she held it down. I feel like she did all right. It wasn't crazy.
I don't know. I mean, okay, I could give you credit for I could give you a pass a little bit for it was a tragedy, but still, man, this is the second year it's happened. Even last year I didn't like her shit. So
but what do you specifically not like about her hosting?
Listen, I love Alicia Keys. I love her singing. She is one of the most beautiful women to be honest with you.
Very gorgeous.
But I was never listen.
Was she not funny or something? I didn't see it.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay. We about to get in trouble.
No, you about to get in trouble. Don't put that on me. You about to get in trouble.
I already don't see the correlation of Beyonce and
Beyonce
Grammy.
doesn't do interviews for a reason, right?
Okay.
She is better suited for the stage, for performing, for, her when she wants to talk about something.
Yeah.
Listen to me. When she wants to talk about something, she plans it out, she structures it, and she cuts a deal with Netflix and puts out a documentary.
Okay.
This is what I've been going through this year.
Yeah.
And she'll put out that, and that's how we get to know her. And then everybody just loves her for her craft.
Yeah, for her craft,
right? She's amazing at her craft. Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying you don't need to do interviews. You're a wonderful person. You seem like very articulate and everything. But hosting, look how good Ricky Gervais did. I just think you should bring a comedian.
Okay.
I think you should bring a real somebody who actually hosts. Because to me, I was cringing a little bit.
Okay.
I was cringing. There was times where it just looked a little awkward for her.
It might be a little uncomfortable for her. Some of her jokes were just like, and I'm just like, why would you? This is I was about to say the Oscars. This is the Grammys. The Grammys, yeah.
Like, you should be getting the best hosts out there.
She might not be. Maybe the people who writing their jokes for that particular night wasn't. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was the jokes.
So your issue is
it's not just
funny.
the jokes. I could tell it's her delivery. Her
she don't look comfortable in that pocket. She doesn't
always look comfortable, and then she has this tendency to go into this thing, which is good. It saves you. Where she just says positive things all the time. And I appreciate that. Yeah, but when you don't have some type of
wit.
I mean,
some type of humor to go along with that.
It's hard to compare it to Ricky Gervais because he is a comedian and a host. That's what he do.
And I'm just saying, whoever else, Kevin Hart. I mean, somebody that's a host. That's why you're right. It's hard to compare to that because she's not that.
She's not a host. She's artist.
Everything.
She's a musician,
she's beautiful. Everything else is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a woman that I'm like, yo.
Yeah. No, for sure.
You get the rocks off.
You just don't want her hosting your party.
Yeah.
Right. If at least, and I heard she DJ too.
You want her to come to your party, but
I
you
want
don't
her to come
host
to my party. I hope we have at least a conversation, a drink or two. I want her to, if she can perform, I'll be blessed if she performed. But
But you don't want her to talk before she performs.
She could say hello.
Listen, but I think overall, I watched it here. Like Lizzo opened up, and
Lizzo did open up.
That was cool.
Yo, Lizzo won me over. I don't pay
go
enough attention. I haven't paid enough attention to Lizzo, but I didn't know she played flute.
Yeah, she played flute.
When she bust out that flute and start playing, I love this girl.
She's very talented. Yeah,
I love this girl.
She plays flute.
Killing it with the talent.
The only thing I seen was a Nipsey tribute. That's all I seen.
Yeah, I seen Nipsey tribute. That
was okay.
But yeah, it was all right.
Kurt Franklin
I was gonna say, Billie Eilish took home like 5 Grammys,
bro.
But here's the funny thing about this. So she's 18. She took home new artist. I
don't think I heard one song from her.
Bro, the song I haven't heard it.
I don't listen to radio.
She took a new artist. She took on best pop vocal album. She took home three other joints. And the one thing that's cool is she produces and makes a lot of her music with her older brother. I thought that was cool. I like keeping
he was
it
up there with
No, that's a cool thing. But what was funny is they had a clip of her when she was about to win another. So they was nominated. They did they read the nominations and they cut to her because she had already won like 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. And so the host, I forgot who was presenting that category, goes, and the winner is, and Billie Eilish goes, She was like, "Oh, please don't be me." You can see her lips go, "Please don't be," and it said her name. And she was like, "No." I laughed. So,
are you serious? She said no.
She was like, "Oh,
yeah."
That's exactly what she did. I was laughing. Then she gets on stage and she kind of awkward, so she's like, I don't know why we got this, but thank you, and then goes off stage. But I mean, I guess I really honestly need to go dive into some of her music because I need, not that I'm saying that she don't deserve it because she probably works hard.
What type
but
of music she makes?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's,
she's a pop artist.
It's like alternative pop or just pop. I don't like. I don't know.
Heard, I mean, the song she won for the third category. What was they were playing the one for the best new song? I guess. Yeah. She that song they kept repeating during the show.
That's the song they was repeating. Okay, so that's the one she
her
won.
song. And
it sounded kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, that one sounded cool to me. I like the way it sounded. I was like, but I don't know what it is. I gotta go really listen to it. I don't know.
It's one of those where you know what that
boom doom 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 boom doom.
Is this what we are?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dark Euro club.
Yeah, I don't know the words, but it's that vibe of just like
LaRue, Time for the Kill.
LaRue hard. I like LaRue.
LaRue's hard, but it's just not that turned up. It
don't need it to be.
Yeah.
But for the Kill by LaRue, that remix.
That's turned up though.
But what I want to talk about, what we talked about in the car. So Tyler, the creator, won
Best Rap
Album. So Tyler, now mind you, he's actually a good artist. He's a good musician, but. So he opened up with Charlie Wilson.
That was hard.
First off, that Charlie he be singing.
He be singing. I like it.
Charlie Wilson and Boys to Men, I believe, was up there with him, and they all had on like suits or whatever. And Tyler had on the outfit from the video. And cool. So they did the earthquake. Charlie sang the earthquake part, and Tyler was dancing. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Mm-hmm. So then they break off, and Tyler goes on stage to sing, I guess, another song from the album.
No, I think. Or maybe it was. I thought it was the same song, but there was a hook back and forth break.
I don't know. I think that earthquake song goes kind of all like, ain't that whole song smooth like that? From what I can remember, I haven't listened to it in a minute. The earthquake song.
I mean,
I thought you might know.
I mean, but I didn't see the performance. Okay, so I don't know what y'all talking. I didn't see nothing.
So anywho, Tyler comes on stage and he starts his new song, whatever, and then he has a bunch of like clone like.
It's like
Tyler's.
That Eminem. You remember how Eminem did back in the day, where he brought a whole bunch of Eminems?
So
he kind of did something like that.
And then he starts doing this song. I don't know what the song is saying. I don't know because I felt the same way you did. Song. It was like a rock rap song. I didn't like it, but the performance looked cool. The performance looked cool. Like the angles they got cool. But then again, I need to go.
Killing it.
He was murdering the performance. I just don't know what the song is about, so I had to go really listen to it.
That's the truth. Like when he started getting into the verses, I was just like, what? And then I was just like, what is he saying?
He's a real musician though. Like he cares about his craft. Like when you watch his interviews, he'll break down so many references of where he got this from, the influence and how he mixed this and got this sample and his album. He's a real musician, so don't sleep on him.
And
listen to his albums.
And then Nipsey and Khaled and everybody got an award for, I think it was
Khaled was too excited.
Best rap / sung performance was for Higher. DJ Khaled featuring Nipsey Hussle and John Legend. You said Khaled was too what?
Excited. It felt like when they won the award, it felt like he was like, you know, everybody was celebrating Nipsey. Yeah. And when they saw his name, you could just tell Khaled was like, fuck yes.
I mean,
you heard about the year he was having, right? Like, underselling, and he was trying to, he was mad at his label that they should have, he was trying to get a certain, so for him to win a Grammy right now is like, that a good win.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, it was just funny to me.
But speaking of Khaled, so this weekend in Rome's Random Adventures, I went to a Grammy dinner event for Rick Ross. Now, one of my friends, he is a videographer, and he has the opportunity to film Ross for an event. He was like, hey, you want to come with me? Immediately, I'm like, oh, this is comedy. So, yeah, for sure. So he asked me to come and just, help, carry his bag, get his lens, help him with lights. Cool, whatever. So we get to the hotel where Ross is at. Ross comes downstairs. He has like this red tux on, and he comes downstairs and he's talking into the camera. Like, it's funny because like rappers, like they make sure they tell the cameraman, look at me, and then look over there, then look back at me, almost like the Old Spice dude. Like, look at me, look at there, come back. So Rick Ross talking, boom, boom. He puts down the camera, And he's sitting there talking to us. And I think my boy asked him something about life or something like that. And he was like, the best advice I can give to a young up-and-comer is that life is luxury. So treat it as such. Now let's go eat. That's what he said. Now, granted, life is luxury. It should be treated as such. But it's just so dramatic, bro. It's just so dramatic. I laughed the whole time in the car because I was like, this is so Rick Ross. That's why it was funny. Like, that's just how he talked. And it's just like, Ross, come on, you could have just said, hey man, life is luxury.
Was he smiling while he said it, or he was just serious?
No, life is life is luxury. And it should be treated as such. Now let's go eat.
We always talk about that soft boss.
Yeah. And then so we go to the restaurant and in there, and this a large party, and I don't mean the number of people.
Hilarious. Rick Ross got big friends too?
It's just like everybody, someone wasn't even like fat big. They were just wide. Like there's a lot of wide people, and the room was like the size of this studio podcast, and the tables were, I was like, oh, this is cramped in here. So I kind of stood on the outside, and I just watched how everybody interacted with each other, and it just looked real funny. Like everybody was like trying to act like they wasn't there to like be all in Ross' face, but then they really was. Because as soon as he would get time by himself, you would see him kind of like edge over there to him and all. So it was just interesting to watch. But then Khaled comes.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Khaled comes. He walks in the restaurant. As soon as he walks in the door, loud, where my brother Ross at? So the hostess at the front is like, I think they're around back. He's like, all right, bet. Then he walks around. He got that bop when he walks, so he walk around back, and then he gets to Ross, and they dap up and they talk. Then I guess it was too crowded for Khaled. It was well, so he said, I'm out of here. So my homeboy was like, well, let me catch you.
Hold on, how long did he stay?
5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. I ain't gonna lie.
That sounds like me and Romello party.
It was tight. So I don't blame him. Because he pulled up in his Rolls Royce. He went in. He's coming back out. My boy was like, Khaled, can I catch a little quick interview from me outside? Khaled was like, cool. Catch me outside. So we go outside. He turns on the camera. Khaled's like, that's my brother Ross. It's my brother Ross in there. He's a Don. He's a Don. If you want to see a Don, go in there to Rick Ross. Khaled, 305, da-da-da. I'm out. And walks to his Rolls Royce, gets in and leaves. And I was like, I asked my homie, I said, what's all this for? I said, be honest. Like, what you gonna do with these clips? He's like, I guess they just want some edited, like 30 seconds to a minute edit videos. Granted, it looks nice on the camera, but I'm like, what's this for? What's this for? It was just I guess it is content, man. But content. It was just hilarious.
You got to show the lifestyle.
Yeah, you got
to show. Lifestyle.
And it was at Ocean's Prime in Beverly Hills. So, it's a nice restaurant, and people somebody else came in too when I was in there. But I forgot who it was.
Probably me using the bathroom on my way somewhere.
Yeah. Then,
I just feel like some art forms make you wanna. Some art forms make you wanna. Not make you wanna, but kind of. You have to act a certain way. You gotta.
I don't think so. I think that's.
You talking about with rappers?
I think that's their perception. You could be whoever you want to be, because in every genre you see the people that just being themselves versus people that's putting on an act.
Certain genres or something, or even just certain people, celebrities in general, are theatrical. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ross is really theatrical.
Khaled is extremely, but they made these characters, so they got to live up to these characters. But you don't have to be.
If they stop, you don't think it'll affect their brand?
Do you think? Them, I feel like I'm saying them. But I'm saying it sounded like you was placing you have to be in certain. Yeah, when you say in certain genres, you have to be. I don't think you have to be, but they chose to be.
Right.
And it works for them, so now they stuck in it.
I mean, the most famous people usually tend to be theatrical, though, a little bit, right?
I don't know. Think about Jay-Z. Think about Beyonce.
But even him is theatrical. I mean, he's still a rapper. Rapper inherently is theatrical. Just because the way, if you're in hip hop is theatrical. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, it's not like a lot of dudes. I mean, it's rare to find a Kendrick Lamar who's just got a white tee on and says, "I'm gonna do this."
Every rapper or whatever.
Everybody wears chains. Everybody wears. You're being theatrical.
Every rapper or whatever that came in there that came into that restaurant that night or was with Ross and his camp looked like a superhero. Looked like a Marvel.
That's what I'm saying.
Looked like a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, I already say black people dress like superheroes.
Yeah, like
that's the when we dressing, we looking like superheroes.
Yeah.
But especially in that world, hip hop world and stuff, like it just breeds like even like think we go to YouTube events and stuff. Yeah. Some of the creators there theatrical. It's a little. It's like big, look bigger, feel bigger. But do you think that contributes to their success? Like that does that?
I don't think it contributes to their success.
It depends who it is. Like if you into fashion and you come out very fashionable, that's different. It's part of your brand. You should be. But I'm saying sometimes it's because of success you turn into
that's
that. Some people,
because they might not have been able to dress the way they really. Because sometimes like how we say we can't do certain things. And we probably shouldn't always say that, but I think we stopped saying. But how we feel like you can't do certain things because you don't have the either the success or the funds or whatever. So certain people, when they're coming up, they probably can't dress the way they really want to. So when they get it, they like, all right, I'm about to dress how I know I wanted to.
Also factor in being exposed to different things that you were never exposed to before. Like ever, like take YG for instance, the way he dressed with the loafers. I think is a cool style.
No,
for
it's
him.
cool. Yeah, I like
but I know if he was just on the block, they would just roast him for that. If he did that beforehand, but now that he is who he is, he could be the trendsetter and everything. He probably was exposed to more. We
was talking about that with Jesse this weekend, just saying like how it's certain things that we can't really prepare for. In our minds, we can kind of have an idea of. How we'll act when we have this or that, but we may get exposed to something that we was like, oh, I actually like this. We might, I don't know, go to south of France somewhere and get exposed to, a different lifestyle or something. You might be, what? I like this lifestyle. I want to start living like this or dressing like, you just never know. You never know where life is going to take you. But it was an interesting thing. I was like, everything just so regal with Ross. It's just fun.
And then he also represents like Miami.
Yeah.
That lifestyle of just like cocaine fly.
Cocaine fly.
You know what I'm saying?
All white.
All white all week.
So yeah, that happened. But I also you want to touch on this Pro Bowl real quick. And it's funny when you brought up because Cam said, "Who cares?" And you said exactly.
Yeah, I mean we got to talk about this. I mean let's just stop it.
Who cares about the Pro Bowl?
Just stop the Pro Bowl.
Like Kobe died, look. And I thought in my head, okay. They'll just cancel the rest of this game.
Because it's not a real game. Out of all sports, it's the worst all-star game because they don't really play. They're not really tackling. They're going to blow because they don't want anyone to get injured. It's a really boring game until maybe the fourth quarter. Like, so who really cares about this game? Now, let me preference this. I watched the highlights.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot about it until y'all brought it up. I did forget about it.
Until the fourth quarter. That's when they start going in because then they want to win the money.
What about the events prior to, like the Saturday events and stuff?
Those are more
cool.
interesting.
I think those are cool.
And they added that on because they knew people didn't care about the game. They
had
to
do
for
stuff. Kids, but I don't give a fuck about
but
that.
It's funny. The only reason I seen it is because it was on Instagram. It was highlights.
People catch it. They don't even need to stream it on TV anymore. Just start cutting clips online and just throw them out there. That's it for people to see. Because these dudes don't even go to Hawaii anymore. They used to go to Hawaii for
where they at now? LA
Kentucky
somewhere?
or something. I don't know where they at, man.
I was gonna say, how long has Pro Bowl been like a thing?
I think Florida. Pro Bowl for a long time. Years. I can't call it, but I think it just needs to be by title. They don't need to have a whole event for it anymore, honestly. Or maybe a fun day for kids where they do all those activities, but a game with all these things. I don't really care. You see people on the sidelines.
Anybody playing in the Super Bowl, but they don't have nobody from the Super Bowl teams. Yeah, I ain't think so.
They get replacements. If you go Super Bowl, you gotta get replaced.
And on the sidelines, a lot of people were checking. You could tell people were checking for Kobe's death. Once he died, people just pulling out phones on the side. Oh, crap. Speaking of, I got to go back to the Grammys real quick.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle won Best Comedy Album of the Year.
Yes, he did. I seen that.
Congrats to Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Fantastic. But he wasn't there at the award.
Yeah.
And after that, that was probably called halfway through, maybe a little more, I don't know, during the ceremony. And towards the end, they were giving an award to somebody, and they cut to the audience after like a laugh. And I see Dave Chappelle ducking down between two other people. And I thought I was tripping. I told my girl, I was like, yo, did you just see that? And she was like, what? I saw Dave Chappelle. He was there. Man, he looked like he was like this, like ducking down and kind of in his chair, but they caught him between two people in front of him. So I rewind the thing and I'm looking and I pause it. I'm like, that's Dave Chappelle. He's at the awards. Yeah. It looked like he showed up late or something, but he down there looking like that was the most funniest shit to me. It looked like he was late to the awards. I was dying though. But yeah.
What you were talking about Pro Bowl. Oh. Yeah. And I had to bring this up. I said when I walked in, I was like, I know Hannah's excited because her team is in the Super Bowl.
Who's your team again?
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
The team's in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
And they're going against San Fran. Quick predictions, just for fun.
Man, it's so hard to count out defense.
I know.
But offense.
Quick predictions.
I'm gonna go with Chiefs.
You going Chiefs? Any score predictions? I mean, if you just ring something off top,
it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be high scoring.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like one of those 14-20 type things.
Okay. What about you, man?
And I think Chiefs are the best offensive team in the league, but
if they can't stop the run,
I gotta say defense wins championship. I'm gonna try to go with the good old saying. Let's see what happens. But I do believe in Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And I like Andy Reid. Mm-hmm. I would like him to win a Super Bowl. But, for now, I'm kind of hedging my bet. I think defense, though.
Yeah, I'm going San Fran 31-28.
That'd be a good Super Bowl.
I think
that'd be a great Super Bowl.
That would be a great Super Bowl. And I'm kind of with Cam also because I think it might be low scoring. But I'm just going. I think it might be low scoring for some reason because of those two teams. But I think it's gonna be a good Super Bowl.
I don't know if it's gonna be low scoring, but I think San Fran, in my opinion, just has to stop them 3 times.
What you mean?
They have to stop them 3 drops.
Not with a team that came back from 0 points to win a 53-point game. You need more than 3 times.
It depends.
I think it's more on the Chiefs. If the Chiefs can stop San Fran's run,
if they can stop their run part,
then they have a great chance.
San Fran's running crazy.
Because
they got 3 running backs.
Jimmy Garoppolo don't scare me throwing the ball.
That's right.
He threw it 6 times in the last game.
But that's because he didn't need to.
I know. Yeah. But granted, they will want that again.
Yeah, they want that.
Because if you can stop them on defense and then kill the clock with running, that's a formula for success.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be interesting.
But this or that?
Oh, we was just in the car. We was talking about different stuff, and I told him we was talking about a couple like this or that situations.
I want to give him the original thing. That's not.
Oh, the original thing we was talking about. Is it better to stunt going to Vegas on the private or leaving, like for picture wise?
Let's say you got one picture to take. Yeah. Let's say you have a picture, right? And it's you going on. It's you getting on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
The caption can either be leaving Vegas or going to Vegas.
Going.
Which one are you putting? Which one's the bigger stunt?
Going, because when you go into Vegas, you either going to party up or you celebrating something, and then you're gonna be in better shape to take a picture than when you coming back.
That's what we all said too.
Or because if you coming back, you just gotta say survive Vegas,
and that could be it could be a hard bet. It could be, but going's gonna look better for some reason. I believe going is gonna. I don't know.
Because if you trying to stunt, you just say woke up today and just decided to go to Vegas today.
That's what he's saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with going.
If you're trying to stunt, if your whole purpose is to stunt, then you be like, yep, woke up today.
But imagine you
decided to go to Vegas.
You know that look, that old Vegas look. Niggas in their suits.
Mm-hmm.
After you've been there a while, you got the unbutton, you got the necktie around, like you just finished a crazy weekend. Maybe the jacket over the shoulder, and you like leaving Vegas.
Nah, you only see it going.
Weekend in Vegas.
You ain't leaving Vegas in the suit.
Yeah, you're
not leaving.
You might leave in the suit bottoms,
right. Even getting on the private jet.
Only way you leaving in the suit if you went for one night. If it was a one night thing with no luggage, that's the only way you leave.
Yeah.
Everyone who goes to Vegas, the picture's going.
Yeah,
it's never coming back.
I think I would be different.
I can see it being hard if you. It depends on how.
I would do a leave in Vegas.
But I told him the picture that's gonna be
then
hard.
You didn't go hard enough.
The picture that's gonna be hard leaving is like the picture that Buddy took Brendan in the windowsill with the drink. I said and I showed him that picture. He's like, that would be a hard picture leaving.
But no, that's not real. Ain't nobody drinking after the Vegas.
No, I'm just saying, even just the way the picture looked, the sunset and all that shit. But yeah, no, ain't nobody drinking. You don't want to do nothing.
You didn't go hard. If you can still drink leaving, you didn't go hard.
And then I said, this or that, the softer Drake lyric, because I was just thinking about it. And I just picked between these two. The first one was the "Who's Been Flying You." Mm-hmm. That was funny. And then
who's been hiding you?
Who's been hiding you? Who's been flying to? You? And then the other then the other one was from him and Kanye, because he opened up the song with "I'm more than just an option." I was like, I think it
may be that. For a man to say he's more than just an option.
And he sung it. That was his opening line. I'm more than just an option. I laughed when I was listening.
That's the one.
I think that might be the softer one, because it just sounds funny. Like,
I'm
more than just an option.
But who's been hiding you is funny.
What does that mean?
Because she disappeared. Yeah, she ghosted.
So who you flying to now? You ain't flying to me. So who's been hiding you? Like I was hiding you.
I feel like he clutched his pearls while he sung that.
Who's been hiding?
Who's been hiding you?
Who's have you been flying to? Actually, it was just funny to me when we was first talking about that.
Super Nintendo.
Yo, so I cleared this article. All I seen was headline Super Nintendo World. I was like, all right, the kid in me has to click on it. I click on it. Basically, how like they had Harry Potter World in Disney or Universal, all that. Super Nintendo World is coming to Universal in 2023, and I said,
could be fire.
Not gonna lie, gonna have to go check that out, because I'm a Super Nintendo fan, Mario Brothers and all that. Like, and I think they're gonna have like all the people in the park dressed like all the Nintendo characters, Donkey Kong, and all that stuff like that. And I think it's gonna start in Japan first. And then I think it'll start in Japan first, and then I think it's going to be at Universal in 2023. And I was like, this I don't know why, but I got to look. The kid in me was like, I like this. I want to visit this.
Do you know what that entails?
And like, they didn't have the details of what it entailed. They just said it's going to be Super Nintendo World. So think of all the video games and all this stuff. So I don't know if that's going to include like.
What would you want?
Super Mario got to be involved.
What would you want?
I want a Mario Kart type of bumper car situation.
Okay.
Maybe that, or like Super Mario Brothers. I feel like that's gonna be the Super Mario Brothers gonna be the blanket of everything. But I just don't know what games they would have Super Mario, unless they doing like or rides. I meant like the simulator rides.
They should have like a Wipeout course, like. You running like Super Mario.
Oh shit! Yeah,
so you jumping on the thing.
That'd be cool.
That would be dope.
Dodging stuff.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
And the goal at the end is to have sex with the princess.
Is that Mario's goal?
I
mean, if you're playing Mario,
these are kids.
They could just have like a is it kids? No,
we grew up.
I'm Mario.
No, but they making it for the kids.
No, it shouldn't be.
I think
it
might
be for me.
for an adult too.
It ain't for you.
I want to win a hand job.
You want the princess?
It could be those mechanical robots.
That is hilarious. But I just think it's gonna be cool. It's probably gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be added to the park.
Yeah.
The overall. I wonder if it's gonna be like how you can buy tickets for like Islands of Adventures. So maybe you can buy a separate ticket for Super Nintendo World.
Charge me one ticket so I can get in all this.
Charge me one ticket. Let me go in.
Yeah,
and leave it at that.
I want to go a little bit over here, a little bit over there.
Yeah, Super Nintendo World, man. So
charge me $25 for a pretzel.
and I was always this person where I was like, I never knew, like, I love PlayStation, but I also have a love for like 64, Nintendo 64, and I've never could figure out like what at my truest of hearts am I? Am I a Nintendo guy or a PlayStation guy?
Which did you have first?
I had Nintendo first.
Of course.
Nintendo came out first.
And I had 60. No, I think 64 and PlayStation came out. I feel like
64 came out before PlayStation.
They came out before PlayStation?
I believe. I believe so.
Hannah, we might need a fact check on that.
I thought it was around the same time, actually. I mean,
I thought it was the same time. If it was the same time, then my heart was Nintendo first.
When it came to 64, it was Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and 007.
Yep.
That was it.
I never got to play those. I mean, I played those in like arcades and stuff.
007?
Sometime, but not really.
Damn,
I never got that.
That's an golden era.
You gotta
golden
go back. You gotta go back.
PlayStation's for introverts. See, because they got Metal Gear Solid. That's things you play by yourself.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. You just do running. just run.
Every game you can play by yourself.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
What game you can't?
What? Hold on. What'd you say, Hannah?
The PlayStation came out in '94 and the 64 came out in '97.
What? Oh,
PlayStation
so PlayStation
came out
first. Wow.
Oh shit.
I didn't get it when it first came out.
I guess. What did I have? Did I have the Super Nintendo?
Sega Genesis.
Hannah, can you also check if Nintendo World will have mechanical hand jobs?
I don't think they're gonna have that on the site. So that came out 3 years afterwards. Shit. Maybe that's why I was so excited when it came out. I guess Nintendo did like a reboot. They came back with their Ready album. They Trey Songz.
Oh yeah. They came back with
their Trey Songz.
That's hilarious. If PlayStation, then what's PlayStation? If you're comparing them to R&B singers,
PlayStation. Ooh, okay. PlayStation. That's like a.
Omar, yeah.
No, not Omar.
PlayStation is that shit, man.
PlayStation.
Chris Brown, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe Chris. It might be Chris.
Chris Brown.
Because it was out a little bit before Trey. So it might be Chris.
Around.
And it's still around. PlayStation might be Chris Brown.
At least for our generation to say Chris Brown, that makes sense. And especially if you call a Nintendo Trey Songz.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, I think that might be a. Yeah, that might be a good one. Chris Brown. All right, y'all. We're going to go into the Patreon patio questions of the week. Now, we will be starting the separate podcast questions here in the next week or two. So just bear with us while we get that right. But in the meantime, we will go ahead
Tell them why. It's because you're going out of town and you're leaving us behind once again. Go ahead. Tell them. Be honest.
I mean,
you taking the picture on the flight going or coming back?
Yeah, you taking it going or coming back? What's your caption?
How you stunting? I know you gonna let them know where you at.
How you stunting? Let them know where you at.
Everybody follow Rome.
Yeah, follow Rome this weekend.
He leave on Thursday. Follow him because he gonna tell you everything.
All right,
he
guys,
said all shades all week.
Can I speak?
He gonna have all button ups. He gonna have shades on.
I am headed to Miami to be.
Miami. I ain't never been there. And you just headed there. I've never been to Miami. Always wanted to go.
So you only lived there, but you ain't been there.
I lived there.
He from Dade County, but he ain't from Miami. You don't know nothing about Miami.
Born there, but I ain't
but you ain't been there.
He ain't never been there.
Because that's a difference.
No.
He might have been raised there, but he ain't never been there.
See, I've been
lived there for 18 years. I ain't never been there.
Right.
Okay, yes, I'm headed to Miami to be
I was just there, but I ain't never been there.
Oh yes, and I guess I'll take the picture going. Maybe I can get a nice plain window picture. It'll be in the morning time, so maybe I get the sunrise.
I'm blocking you all week. I don't want to see nothing. I'm gonna report every image.
When you get back, we're just gonna jump you.
No. I'm gonna do it worse. That's worse than the jump. I'm gonna report every picture, take it down. I'll report it. Get them all removed.
But yeah, then I'll be back Monday morning. So yeah, that's where I'll be.
All right.
So you coming straight here? You said Monday morning.
Sorry, I landed too. That's not morning. That's afternoon.
See, he don't want to come for y'all. All right. Jordan Moreland, how's life, DT? Like, for real, answer that, though. Laugh out loud. Good vibes 2020. I'm here to check up on everyone's well-being priorities. My question for this week is, would you guys be able to explain the meaning behind Black is a Vibe? I'm sure I have a good grasp of it, but I would like to get your guys' perspective. Stay up. So first he wants to know, how's life?
I think life is good. I think, for me, life is good, yeah.
Life is good, can be great, working for great.
Yeah.
Things are being put in perspective.
That's solid. Solid answer. Black is a Vibe. Wish we had Johnny on here, but I think it's just what it is. It's just it's a thing. It's
something to be proud of.
Be proud
of.
It's a
privilege. Yeah.
It's our boys' clothing line, and
like for the longest time they say white people can't dance, and I think we've learned at least through the 2000s that they can, especially with the internet. They can. There are white people that have rhythm,
yeah.
But there, is maybe a large majority that doesn't.
Fair enough.
And I think there's maybe a larger majority of black people that do. Yeah. And I think that causes
a lot that can't dance.
Definitely a lot that can't.
Huh?
I said, black people who can't dance.
No. I'm completely agree. I just think there's a larger amount more than our other counterparts.
People, humans.
Our
just
other
go
humans?
with your point.
Yeah, just
anyway, but I just think saying black is a vibe. Is that it's that extra? You know what I'm saying? Black. Just that extra seasoning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got that. It's just that. It's just
now,
that
what
vibe.
type of seasoning? Lawry's.
I think it used to
Okay.
Lawry's held down black vibe for a long time.
Yeah.
And
but
killed
I
a lot
think
of
with
black
this
vibes.
whole new health movement,
Yeah.
I think the black seasoning is changing.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure.
I think it's becoming Himalayan pink sea salt. The Himalayan sea salt.
It might be anything Dr. Sabi says.
Yeah.
Sabi seasoning.
The Himalayan is the pink salt.
Yeah, the pink salt.
Yeah, sea salt is separate.
Yeah, so
right.
Yeah, so I think that's what
I think
it is.
it's pink Himalayan sea salt.
I think it's all together.
Isn't
It is?
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
all
I'm wrong by that, but whatever.
I think that's it's coming up. It's coming up because people are getting more health conscious. So.
I usually just grab which one closest to where I'm grabbing from the cabinet. If the sea salt way on the left side, I'm on the right side. I get that Himalayan salt.
That's funny.
Just give me one of these things. But yeah.
Ariana. Hey, Dormtainment. First, I want to say rest in peace to the legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Mm-hmm. So this past 2 weeks, I lost my job for putting my hands on another associate, a male, and I filed for sexual harassment claim. I'm supposed to hear something back soon, but I feel like it was an unfair case because they didn't know more behind the story. At this point, I feel like I'm at a complete loss. Like I feel like I'm losing everything. I'm supposed to be getting a car next month. Want to be able to get an apartment next year. Considering you guys are out of college and all grown up, I take online classes full time. I just lost a full-time job. If you were in my shoes, what steps would you take? Any suggestions for me?
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
I was saying, honestly, not the whole sexual harassment thing, but getting fired could be a blessing because sometimes we'll never leave a situation until something drastic happens, like being fired. And you may be coming into more blessing. You may be coming into a job that's going to pay more, got way better benefits, and a better work environment.
And it sounds like that environment is a little toxic.
Yeah, it's very little toxic. Yeah. So regardless, I feel like you would have left. So this is expediting that for you. It's like, that's how we felt when the best example that comes to my mind all the time we say is when our YouTube, the first one got deleted and we lost. He had 60,000 subs, 200 videos is gone. We was just down. But then we saw the blessing came. We got an agent, a manager, and started getting paid because of that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to explain all the details, but a blessing came from that down moment. So that could be what's in store for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you say the best, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sierra, greetings, DT. KB passing was so sudden that I didn't even want to believe that it happened. Prayers up for his family. Did y'all hear about this new show that Andre 3000 is going to be on? It's called Dispatchers from Elsewhere. It's supposed to premiere March 1st on AMC, and he's playing a character from Fred Wynn. So far from the trailer, looks pretty interesting. I saw it via Twitter. Most definitely a tune-in. Have y'all blessed in a high-energy week. Much love, C.
Is he a star?
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It do look interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Dispatchers from Elsewhere. Yeah, he's like a star. Like he's in the trailer. I'm assuming he's a star as much as he's in the trailer, but it does look interesting. It's not one of those like, oh, I gotta see that. But because it's Andre 3000, I'm such a big fan, and it's kind of, it did pique my interest. But I didn't read about it yet. I just seen the trailer like everyone else.
I got to check that out. That's I love Andre. Even his movies, like I like Idlewild.
I love Idlewild.
A lot of people did, I don't feel like that movie gets enough credit. I thought it was a pretty good movie, man. Like great music,
especially for a musical. Musicals is hard to do.
Musicals is definitely hard to do.
And it was great music, but that was good. Mm-hmm. Moving cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Classic Cuddy. Hey guys, hope y'all had a good weekend. I have no questions this week. Just keep up the good work and stay grinding. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and his daughter. One of the great prayers to his family.
Thank you, Cuddy.
Appreciate that, classic.
Hey Zeus. What's up, DT? Hope all is well on the West Coast. My question today is, when y'all have kids, what sorts of activities or challenges would you give your kids to see if they think like you do? For example, if I don't catch my kids screaming in the living room trying to go Super Saiyan, I'm not claiming it. P.S. If your shirt isn't tucked into your pants, then your pants aren't tucked into your shirt.
He got that for you.
Hilarious.
I think because me and Cam were just talking about this in the kitchen the other day. It's like we have noise Tourette's. Like we'll just be sitting there.
I do too, honestly.
Hey, like noise Tourette's, and
been like that since a child.
So if my kid does that, I'll be like, okay, he's on the right path.
He's on the right path. You got the right amount of insane.
This is something I've never even thought about, but this off the top of my mind, I'll throw him a football. If he can't catch, all right, okay, all right.
But at what age? What's the first age?
You gotta try them all. You gotta try it all. When he's able to start, like when he's a a little baby, of course. But I was all right. Perfect example. Perfect example. 1-year-old, my cousin, he won. I was playing catch with him. He wouldn't catch it, but he could throw it. I got this on video. I'm like, this man may have a future as a quarterback or a pitcher. Like he was throwing it with so much force, and he's only 1.
Now we have number 2 coming in. It's a strong arm baby.
So I looked at that like he may have something in the future. I don't know. But then the second thing would put on music. Let me see what your rhythm like.
Put on music, yeah.
See if you can catch it.
Or sit him down in front of a little keyboard or something. Let him.
How important is that to you? The kids dancing or like? Do you want?
It's not important at all because I never even thought about this, but. Right. I do. If I have kids, you want to just expose them, see what they pick up on, and then they pick up on music. All right, let me nurture that.
Well, who knows? They might like archery or something.
Right.
That's why I say just expose them to as much as possible and see what they pick up on.
If I see my kid on a couch watching Larry David at 3, that's my son.
I got you.
That episode last night was so
that
funny.
Shit was
I gotta watch this.
That black dude had me laughing. You know what joke I'm talking about? When they was talking about cancer.
Oh yeah, hold on.
So I'm gonna say a quick joke. Okay. They was saying Larry David, he had to get like a cancer screening, possibly. Yeah. He may have it or not. And everyone at the table said, if you have cancer, we're not talking to you anymore. We don't like dealing with people with cancer. His friends are assholes. This one black dude said, he said, when my dad got cancer, I stopped talking to him. They said, so did he ever get it? I said, I don't know.
No. They said,
did he die?
Did he die? They're like,
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
So he never talked to his dad?
Because they were all talking about their fears of like having to be a friend of somebody that has cancer. It's like, there's a certain you got to show a little more responsibility being that person's friend. And they were like, I stopped being that person. And he was like, I completely stopped talking to my dad.
Did he die?
He was like, did he die?
I don't know. So funny.
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
But Felicia, hey y'all, speaking of vagina stories, wait.
From last week, I guess.
Okay.
The stinking room.
Okay. When I was in high school, everybody used to tell me my best friend vagina stank, and I never smelt it until we met up to skip school one day and get tattoos. I got mine on my thigh and had to take my pants off. She got hers on her lower tummy near her vagina. She also had to take her pants off. When he got to her, the smell was so strong he had to put on a mask. She had the same deadly smell, but worse. I didn't find out till later she just had sex without freshening up afterwards. Anyways, my question is, if you find out your girl had a sugar daddy that she didn't give sugar to, would you still be with her? Or vice versa? If you had a sugar mom, would you expect your girl to still be with you? No, because you cheating.
Yeah, you cheating. But 2, what type of decision you make? Why can't we just come talk to me? What we doing?
Like, why you need money?
Well, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? What activities are you into? Like, it's just a lot of questions I got. So
what's this money for? Why can't we get this together or something? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's not. No.
But I only did it once.
No, I'm cool.
Rome, stop.
No, not stop. No. Get out of here. Leave it alone.
From Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
There's only 4 more.
4 more? Cool. And that's wild. That tattoo artist had to go through that, but he got paid.
First of all, aren't they supposed to wear masks?
No,
they ain't supposed to wear masks.
No? Okay.
It's not a surgeon, but.
Now, if you stink.
Yeah, if you stink, you got to put that mask on. Schoolboy Q. Hey, DT, I know everyone has been bringing up the tragedy on Sunday, so I'm going to try and bring some fun into the questions. My question to the group is, if you had to choose between crossing the Sahara Desert, this is going to be funny, or the Amazon rainforest, which should you choose and who's your partner? Side note, you can bring anything you could buy that you would think would be necessary. I would choose the Sahara Desert because the rainforest got deadly creatures. Yeah, that's easy. Not choosing the rainforest. I'm going across the Sahara Desert. But who would I bring?
So are you? So you're more scared of bugs and creatures than thirst?
Yeah, way more. Yeah.
I just feel like thirst is
wait. My bad. Before you go into, so he said You gotta pick one. Then what he said, I can bring whoever and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm just gonna bring a truck that can drive over sand with a bunch of water in it with the AC, and I'm gonna bring
anything
a guy.
It says you can bring anything you could buy that you think would be necessary.
Yes, I'm gonna bring a truck.
Right now, could you buy a truck?
That could.
No. Could you buy a truck right now?
He's just saying me personally right now.
Yeah, right now. Could you buy a truck?
I can try to go get a loan and put a down payment down. A used truck. I can get a used truck.
Okay, that's right. You get a used truck.
Used truck.
Okay.
I don't know that used truck can make it across the desert now.
Do we know anybody that's like a survivalist?
Then F it. I'm sorry. Let me change that.
Okay.
Then if it's just like that, then I'm gonna take the rainforest. I'm just gonna get a boat and just go to safety in the water.
Yeah,
I don't worry about it.
That rainforest shit, man. That's some wild stuff.
I would stay in a car in the rainforest.
No, you don't want that either, man. That road too rough. It's easier to travel by water.
Yeah, probably.
Way.
I thought it just was survive, like just stay in one place for a while.
It just says if you had to choose between crossing the Sahara Desert or the rainforest, I'm gonna cross the Sahara. I'm not going that rainforest.
Man, I'm just scared. If that car go down Sierra, you dying of thirst.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's fine.
Ain't no chance.
I don't want to be ate by stuff.
But at least there's a chance.
With gorillas and panthers and all, I just can't. I'm just not. No.
If a gorilla, you see one in the jungle, he's looking at you and he just said, "Nephew."
I'm like, nephew? They don't look like you.
oh, hold on. That ain't my nephew.
No, I'm your nephew. Hannah, which one you choosing, Sahara or rainforest? Yeah. Nobody want to go to.
Oh my God! It's too much in the rainforest, man. Down to the ants.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Yeah,
mosquitoes, man. No.
But you will have water.
Oh yeah, you
can't drink it.
Rainwater. You can drink the rainwater.
You got to catch it right out the sky.
You better hope it's the rainy season.
Not the fire season.
Devin McKenzie, what up, the ODT fam? Some of my favorite content from you guys are features on other people's projects. Tio, Choco, and Green Bitch in particular.
Appreciate it.
LaChona and Black Angus were hilarious. How did these collaborations come together? Are there any plans on working with them again? Any funny stories shooting these videos? Side note, I thought Rome was Tio for the longest. Tio for the longest. I'm still not sure. Baby butt hairs is one of the most hilarious statements I've ever heard. Baby butt. I forgot I said it in one skit. But how did the Green Bitch collaboration come? I mean, we met Green Bitch out here.
Grocery store.
I met them coming from a grocery store. Me and Cam.
Yeah. And then we just all linked up, very creative. And,
always fans of them.
Are they working with them again? We work with them on a couple of projects, like especially with John shooting stuff and working. We got some things for them. We always consider like everyone we work with that we really enjoy working with. We always keep them in our. Or that probably doesn't sound right, but just like we always
Rolodex.
Yeah,
keep them in the. I was gonna say keep them in our back pocket, but that don't sound right. But like we always remember them for other projects and stuff.
Crust Paradise. No question this week. Just wanted to say I appreciate y'all for all the work you've put into the game. Be blessed and much love. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
I remember black books outside of you were to put numbers in there.
Black books?
Yeah. In middle school.
Man, getting a number back then it meant something. You know what I'm saying? Getting a number back then.
It was an ego boost, man.
Like, because you had to work, and if she went to go to write down the number, you like.
You remember being nervous because you don't know who gonna pick up?
Yeah, you don't know who gonna pick up the phone. Oh, yeah, you definitely calling house phone.
And you was just hoping, please don't let it be the dad. Hello? Can I speak to Brittany? Who this? Brittany friend.
Did you ain't never hung up?
What type of friend?
I definitely hung up before.
I hung up at least like the first
I definitely hung up before.
I hung up like 2-3 times.
But
they thought that was
why were we so scared? Well, we more so scared because we just figured this dad just wasn't going. Like in our minds, dads just automatically didn't like us.
Yes,
no, not for me.
It was a lot of things. It's like, all right, you don't have enough experience. Like, what you gonna talk about? So I used to write stuff down before, just in case I run out of stuff. I'll have points to go to. I'm for real.
Yo, that's funny. I ain't never heard that.
Middle school.
It just had 12.
Yeah, to write stuff down.
So I'm writing.
You just not that smart.
I just writing this. Like, just if I run out of stuff, it goes stale. I can go here. I don't want silence. Silence was the worst thing back then.
Yeah.
Still to this day, silence.
Yeah,
that's what I was scared of. But I never thought. Oh, let me go ahead and write some topics down.
He's very proficient because I never thought about that either. I never thought about writing it down.
Your conversation may have been better.
It could, maybe.
But nigga, I'm 8.
8? You were 8 in middle school? You smart as hell.
Yeah, you definitely
my
smart.
first number I got was in elementary school.
Yeah,
well, we got numbers in elementary.
Yeah,
I'm saying when you really started calling was middle
you
school
started calling
years.
about middle school. Yeah,
So you just threw all the ones away that you.
I wasn't calling nobody at 8.
What am I talking about? What am I talking about?
We got McDonald's
with my 8-year-old wee. What I'm talking about?
I'll tell you right now.
You ain't calling nobody at 8.
This Puerto Rican girl in my class named Serena. Man.
What y'all was talking about?
Nothing. I was happy to have that call, nigga. I was excited.
Yo, who put her on the phone?
Yeah,
she became my first
girlfriend. Who put her on the phone?
Huh?
Who put her on the phone?
Yeah, so she shouldn't have been on that phone.
If my daughter 8 and a dude called like, hello, can I speak to? If her name Brittany, who this? This is Emmanuel. How old are you? 8. Get off my phone, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about nothing.
See, but this is the difference from coming from the rich schools compared to when you come from these poor income places, daddy ain't always around.
I forgot he didn't have to call because they was all together at that boarding school.
That's true.
Rich boarding
Yeah, that's
school.
true.
He just went across the hall.
That's true. And look, you used to be excited. They could write a number on anything. It don't matter.
Anything.
It could be a little corner of a piece of paper.
That's what I got most of the time. I never had a black book.
You had a little corner of a paper.
Corner piece
and
of
don't
paper.
let you lose it. I definitely lost a
One
couple.
girl wrote me, she was like, I think you cut. And I was like, cut? And she said, oh, I meant to put cut cute. I remember asking, what she thinks I'm cut.
Am I in the gym?
Like, is that a new slang?
Obviously, she didn't wear her glasses that day.
Oh, no.
She didn't wear her glasses that day.
I was like, cut?
I know you was confused. Cut.
And then, I'm scared to ask.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to seem stupid.
Like, hey, what's cut? What's cut mean?
I was asking some nigga next to me, and I think that's what happened. I asked one kid next to me. He was like, he grabbed it and just went back to her. He asked, what this mean? She said cute. I was like, that's not how you spell cute.
Passing notes in class.
That's the first DMing.
Yeah, that's first
passing
DM.
Notes. That's what it was about.
Honestly,
your notepad.
Privacy.
I hope I can find
it. Was transfer of information.
I'm gonna tell you, that was the most exciting thing. That was way better than a number. If a girl come back and give you a note. It's folded, and you see it already.
You see the colorful. You see the colorful writing on it. You
rip that thing open. You kick back like it's a news. You like, okay, all right.
She
be like, hey, you know how you do. I'm like, oh, yeah, all right.
Hold on. So you go back home, you write, and you be like, oh, this looks sloppy. Let me rewrite it. That's my rough draft. Let me write it perfectly. You ain't doing no homework.
No, you get handed it.
And then you go back, you pass to it.
That was
Damn, right, you looking trash.
That DM made that heart go. That little heart icon popped up. You like, oh my god. Oh yeah, that was.
We need to get back to notes, man.
I need to go home. If I can find it back in my house in North Carolina, I think I still have a bag with my notes.
Before my parents,
if I can find it, I'll read it. I'll come on here and read it.
When they were moving,
I
had to come back worth of notes.
It was a bag.
When they were moving, I came back home one time. They like looked through this stuff. What they want. They said they found my middle school wallet. They said it was a picture of a girl. Mm-hmm. Y'all know it, and it was just nothing but condoms in it.
Hilarious.
I said,
"Hey, pretty safe."
But then I found this. It's like I had a safe where I put money in, and under it, when you take out like the little thing,
notes is in there.
All my notes. I remember reading it. And I was just laughing.
Yeah, I was lame.
But these were high school. This was high school notes.
Yeah. A lot of my notes were 8th and 9th grade, and we were in class. I had so many because we was in class.
But I didn't have mine. I only had theirs.
No.
Is this including Valentine's Day? Like
No, I'm talking about just regular note passing.
And you have a bag?
Because we used to do it in class. Like sometimes we would do it in class, and sometimes be a couple times a week or whatever. If I can find that bag, I'm coming on reading that shit.
You got to.
Because that shit will be hilarious.
That would be funny as hell.
It's going to be funny.
It's crazy. We had techniques. That goes in the same category as like, like rewinding porn and putting it in certain places.
Listen,
and like, all those little tricks we had to get around adults.
And it was genuine because I wouldn't even think about pussy. Like, I just did it because I just felt good. I was like, oh, this is like, she talking to me. Like, it's cool.
He was fat, too.
And I was fat.
He was fat.
Well, I was pre-fat. I was like, pre
What's pre-fat? Like what pound made you fat?
Could you see
like what pound wasn't fat? Then what was that 1 extra pound? And you like, all right,
that's
I'm
probably
fat
why
now.
you didn't get horny yet. Your stomach was over your
my stomach.
dick.
I couldn't see my dick for a long time.
F that. What's the pound that made you officially fat?
I'm not sure because I was only 5, 8, 9 at the time.
So when you were fat, how much you weighed? When they said you were obese?
When they said I was obese for my age and my height, I was probably right at like 2.
So when
I'm 2 now.
So when you were at,
I might have been like 180 something.
So
or
when
something
you was
like
170, 179, you wasn't fat.
Yeah.
But as soon as you went to 180,
that was fat.
you obese.
I was obese.
Okay.
I was,
All right.
I was large at that point.
So all your notes came at 179.
Yeah.
And when you hit 180, they stopped.
No, they ain't stopped because I was still cool, but they just probably wasn't genuine.
You sure
anymore.
you wasn't hot?
Oh no, I was definitely hot. My titties used to sweat a lot. It was rough.
Oh my
It was rough,
god!
but
All right, go to the last question.
I was here.
To the last one.
Lulu was last two. Lulu, hey y'all, hope y'all are feeling good. My question: what is the worst time you tripped/fell in public? Mine was years ago. I was in choir, and my choir director told me to move a few steps back while we were on stage. I guess I stepped one too many times because I tripped on a speaker and fell flat on my ass with the skirt on in the middle of the concert. LMAO.
Well, mine is when we run into the gym. That's the last one I can remember.
Yeah, Cam's running to the gym, and he just disappeared beside me. And I was like, what happened? He had a stump and went to roll.
Because, out here we got earthquakes, so the sidewalk was up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she talking about just from walking?
Anywhere, fall, walk. I mean, anything.
She's saying in public.
In public. I'm
definitely
my
bike. I've taken some spills. But it's funny. My brother's in town. He's visiting. My little brother's in town visiting, and this morning we went out for a run.
Yeah.
And all I heard was a trip behind me. We running outside, so all I heard was tick, tick, and then I look back, and I see this man break dancing. I'm talking about hand touching concrete, feet still touching concrete, spinning around, and he stayed up. And I was like, this nigga, what was that? I was like,
he probably hit one of the sidewalks, was bent up because of the earthquake.
I'm talking about he was tripping, hit the hand, flip, turn, boom. He was like, did you see that?
What's funny is when you trip, you immediately go into some type of
you blank
speed.
out. You don't hear nothing. Yeah. Nothing else matters.
Nothing
in the
else
world.
matters.
This
like
is just
that moment.
Pure adrenaline.
Don't matter.
Just like I gotta save this face.
Rains down. The stripper back. Rains down. What up, DT? I really hope you guys are.
Hold on, she really a stripper?
I don't know. Remember we said that time rains down sound like a stripper name.
Oh, it does sound like a stripper
name. What up, DT? I really hope you guys are recognized as the GOAT for our era of comedy, just like when Kobe was a GOAT in the era of basketball. Rest in peace, Kobe and his daughter, among others who lost their lives too soon. My question this week is, who is the best Ninja Turtle? You could say best. You could say based on weapons, skills, or whatever you just your favorite. My personally was Raphael.
Well, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raphael first. Let me see if I can go Raphael.
Hold on. I was never a big turtle watcher.
Raphael, he had
the red one.
Red. Yeah. What's that?
He was the one that was always angry.
He had
what's them things?
the little spike thing.
The spike thing. With the
katana. Is that?
No, it was because it's the one that could look like this, like almost like a candle, but knife.
Yeah, Hannah. What's the candle pokey knife
that Raphael had?
You know what it's called?
The candle pokey knife.
But Leonardo was the leader. Donatello was the smart
purple.
one.
Give me Leonardo.
Leonardo's the blue.
Okay.
Donatello's purple. Michelangelo's the orange. And Raphael was red.
All painters, of course.
Yeah,
that's cool. Okay,
he was my favorite.
Yeah, I like Raphael. I think
they all played their role.
Low key, Donatello having just a stick and whooping niggas' ass is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, and he was smart.
Chad's favorite.
He was smart. Donatello was smart. Leo, he was just the leader. He had 2 swords or one, or
he had 2 swords.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, and then Michelangelo, he was just cool.
Comic relief.
He was comic relief, but he did the nunchucks and shit like.
So he's Chaz.
Okay,
let's name him after us right now.
Now we got 5 in our group, but okay,
and 2 people can double as one.
I think you would be Donatello. I feel like you got a little.
Which one's Donatello? The blue one?
Yeah.
Purple.
Okay. Me and Chaz could do Michelangelo because I'm goofy too. I feel like
you and Chaz could.
I feel like we could do that.
Okay.
I feel like Cam Raphael. I can see that.
The angry.
He's not angry.
I feel like I'm the opposite of Raphael.
You think opposite? So
Raphael was a hothead. He was the one that
maybe get at the mic. Mike a little bit high hat sometimes.
Okay.
I might get Raphael.
Yeah, Mike is Raphael.
I give Leo the can. I give Leo.
Okay, Leo.
I can do that.
That's the blue one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still got the sheets in the closet now.
The sheets. But Raphael was my favorite. I don't know. He just was. I don't know. I fuck with Raphael. Okay. And then red's my favorite color. So.
All right.
Somebody sent us a. I don't know if you've seen it. Somebody sent us a.
That was the last one, right?
Yeah. Somebody sent from the conversation we had when Cam wasn't on here about Ninja Turtles versus Power Rangers.
Oh shit, yeah.
And somebody sent us this drawing or this. I think I saved it. Please tell me I saved it. Yeah. They sent us that.
They did this?
I don't know what that is. It's like a little art rendering of Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. I was like, that's hard.
Okay, that's fire.
Yeah.
Boom Studios.
I'll show you another one, I think. Yeah, but yeah, it's this picture of I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of cool to watch.
As a cartoon, maybe.
As a cartoon, yeah, as a cartoon.
Yeah, cartoon.
As a cartoon.
No, not for me.
You ain't like Power Rangers?
I did, but not more than Ninja Turtles. Like Power Rangers was a short little thing for me. It didn't last long.
That's fair.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, and they had that picture.
Not
too.
More than Ninja Turtles though.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, it's bad hard.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, went off.
Them Batman.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Comedy Trap House. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube, Comedy Trap House. Yeah, and we will holler at y'all next week with a Super Bowl winner.
And we'll start the question.
Probably next week, yeah.
Yeah, separate video for the question next week.
All right, y'all, and
appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Kobe died, so I want to say love to everybody. Hug your family, hug your kids. Mm-hmm. You never know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen.
Have a blessed week full of good energy. And
I love y'all too, man.
I love you too, man.
Report all the Rome, Miami pictures.
I guess do that if that's gonna make you feel better.
I know if one get removed, you might.
I'm like, come on, man. I report my business, man. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Peace.